Now keep going. Hello and welcome back to the Grow Room. We're on number 56 Grow Room down here at the King Arthur in Glastonbury on Benedict Street. For last week we had Semantics. He blew us away with his amazing skills on loop pedaling and his amazing rapping and an incredible interview about mental health and the way he comes up with his particular style, which was fantastic. But this week, down here again at the King Arthur, we have Bad Cowboys. Take it away.
The coolest songs of mine, your drummer plays in time. Guitarist knows all of the chords, he's been on some famous records. Your lyrics have more depth, stage presence is adept. Compared to me, compared to me. Your keyboard player's cool, he went to music school. Your amps have all got covers and your PA's brand new too. Nerves never play a part, you're committed to your art. Compared to me, compared to me. I wish I could be in your band, I wish I was more like you. I'd even be happy to drive your van. I feel more complete and stop searching for something new. The bass player's got groove, I watch his fingers move. Always on time for all his shows, even coordinate your clothes. You got a guitar tech, you get time to sound check. Compared to me, compared to me. You play gigs every night, your band are really tight. You always stand up when you sing, you never seem to break a string. You've memorized the words, your fans arrive in herds. Compared to me, compared to me. I wish I could be in your band, I wish I was more like you. I'd even be happy to drive your van. I feel more complete and stop searching for something new. If we had a fiddle player, this middle section's where they play. And now we have a fiddle player, so we'll just carry on and strum through the chords anyway. Woo! I wish I could be in your band, I wish I was more like you. I'd even be happy to drive your van. I'd feel more complete and stop searching for something new. Oh, thank you. Cheers. Martine on fiddle. Well, great to be here in the Grow Room. I've watched loads. I have really, they're excellent. Everything seemed to be going swimmingly. Maybe you're the one to share my pension. I can't ignore the seed of doubt sprouting through the cracks. I fear it's something that can go unmentioned. I think that you're terrific, but when you say Pacific, you really mean to say specifically. Like to get romantic, but label me pedantic. The grammar's come between both you and me. To verify, tension's high, and you suggest that we should schedule some time to aid relations. As much as I am keen to try, I just can't get on board. Too focused on your mispronunciation. I think that you're terrific, but when you say Pacific, you really mean to say specifically. You like to get romantic, but label me pedantic. The grammar's come between both you and me. Could this spell the end for me and you? To take some time to think things through. I could let the artful past slip by. Grammar's come between both you and I. Think that you're terrific, but when you say Pacific, you really mean to say specifically. You like to get romantic, but label me pedantic. The grammar's come between both you and me. Grammar's come between both you and me. Grammar's come between both you and me. Thank you very much. Oh, cheers. Well, that was a relatively new song that John has written, which I think shows him in a really good light and not at all obsessive. So, yeah. This one's not so new. This is on our second album. And it was about the best ever day. Woke at 7:55. Black coffee helps me revive. I'll make my way up the 839. The traffic's unusually slow. My mood is unaffected though, because I've given myself ample time. A ticket comes from the machine. No human interaction seen. 7.50 seemed like good value. There's no need to stand in line. Sit myself down in row C9 and start enjoying Deadpool on screen 2. Could this be the best day of my life? At the very least, it's up in my top 5. Impulsive, I've become awestruck. Tendency to get swept up within the moment, much more than I should. You know how I operate. I'm prone to exaggerate, so let me substantiate. This day's been pretty good. Wasn't long, we had to wait. Soundcheck sounded really great. Musicians filled the room and all engaged. Line one was extremely strong. First band finished their last song. Then we made our way onto the stage. Nerves largely under control. We played it like rock and roll, feeling like no other could convey. with gratitude from everyone. Last note played, our work was done. Unplugged and put our guitars away. Hey, could this be the best day of my life? At the very least, it's up in my top 5. Impulsive, I've become awestruck. Tendency to get swept up within the moment, much more than I should. You know how I operate, I'm prone to exaggerate. So let me substantiate, this day's been pretty good. Music played on through the night, atmosphere and sound excite. Will I make it to the last encore? A kindly soul poured me a drink before I'd had much time to think. Pints consumed, numbered up to 4. Surprisingly, when I checked, it had a fairly strong effect. I hadn't eaten anything for tea. A homemade sandwich might be nice, but someone offered me advice. Why don't you go and get a KFC? Could this be the best day of my life? At the very least, it's up in my top 5. Impulsive, I've become awestruck. Tendency to get swept up within the moment, much more than I should. You know how I operate, I'm prone to exaggerate. So let me substantiate, this day's been pretty good. 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 Thank you. Cheers. Thanks very much. All right. Well, we're going to do one more in the acoustic format now. Oh, no, we're not. Well, sort of semi-acoustic format. This is a song that I think could have a very deep meaning. It's very topical. And we'll do a little competition, right? Afterwards, you've got to tell us what you think the song was about. If you've already heard this, you're not included. You can't do this. It takes away the joke. Anyway, so have a listen, and there'll be a free CD for anyone that gets it right. You can have my CD if you want, but... Every day it's the same. I'm complicit in your reign. Can't say I feel your pain. And it's hard to empathize. Pure hatred in your eyes. Begun to realize. My CV says I work alone or work well in a team. But lately I've been struggling to follow your regime. I don't wanna be evil anymore. Don't believe in what you're striving for. I can see them in route, but there's the door. I don't wanna be evil anymore. We obey dutifully, unswerving loyalty. It's mob mentality. Caught by your easy charm, your ability to disarm. No one seems alarmed. I'm tired of the comments saying that we're all the same. Must be more to my life than to kill, destroy, and maim. I don't wanna be evil anymore. Don't believe in what you're striving for. I can see them in route, but there's the door. I don't wanna be evil anymore. There's no denying those good intentions won't be hidden away. Your cohort's sighing with reprehension. I'm certain that I cannot what they say. I don't wanna be evil anymore. Don't believe in what you're striving for. I can see them in route, but there's the door. I don't wanna be evil anymore. Nick on bass, what about that? Yeah. Right, now, we're going to head over.
Come on over. Is it all of you or is it just the two of you? It's just the two of you, isn't it? While these guys are getting themselves a little bit more comfortable, I'm going to tell you about what's coming up at the King Arthur over the next couple of days. Tomorrow, we've got, Dysfunctional. Dysfunctional, and we've got some funk covers coming up. And the day after that, we've got a big night. We've got Hell's Bells, AC/DC cover band. They've played it before, and every single time they've blown the roof off. It's going to be absolutely mega, so come on down for that. But now, thank you guys for coming on.
Welcome. Yeah, thanks.
Nice, man. Go on, let's do that. Let's do the thing.
Cheers.
Nice one. So, introduce yourselves a little bit. I just want to know a little bit about yourselves before we get onto the music. So, who are you?
I'm Steve. That's John.
Okay.
We are the original Bad Cowboys.
Oh, okay.
We set this up as a duo about 5 years ago and then eventually managed to attract some brilliant musicians. So
Brilliant musicians.
yeah,
Can you introduce
absolutely.
the rest of them? They're fantastic.
Yeah, Martine was probably the earliest addition. So Martine plays fiddle, violin. Nick plays the bass guitar. He was the next addition. And then the very recent addition is Dermot on drums. He is barely 2 weeks old as a Bad Cowboy. So yeah, brilliant.
He's grown well.
Yes, he has done wonderfully. Yeah, in 2 weeks. Yeah.
That's fantastic. So, so how did you guys meet? How did you originally start creating music together?
Well, go on, you go.
All right. We were at school together,
Okay.
and we're now in our early 50s.
Known each other a while then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We weren't really like best friends because John was a heavy, and I was a.
I think he's got an opinion.
I was a
He's got an
rockabilly.
opinion. Can you pass the mic
I was a
over? He's got an
rockabilly.
opinion about that.
I mean, we were friends, but we weren't like in the same group. You know, in the
Okay.
80s, you had like divisions. You know, you were either a heavy or a rocker or a rockabilly.
Was it really that simplistic?
Oh yeah, absolutely. That was
Really?
it.
Was it really that simplistic? It was tribal.
It's 1980s in Somerset. There wasn't a lot else going on. So
right. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Fair
But
enough.
we met at school. We genuinely had an interest in music. I moved away. He travelled. I came back. He had a band. They didn't have a singer. I couldn't play anything else, so I was the singer. And we played in a variety of bands together. And then we set up a radio station together for a laugh.
Oh, brilliant.
And then we... Yeah, then we DJ'd, yeah. Well, it was DJing and then set up a radio station together. So
You're the silent partner at the moment. No one's hearing anything you say.
he's the creative genius, so I just talk a load of rubbish. So, and then when we'd stopped the radio, we then decided to go back to absolute basics and just 2 guitars, 2 voices. So that's...
Steve always says, we always said that when we've got nothing left to fight for anymore, we'd form an acoustic country band. So we've hit that
I'm so
point.
sorry.
That was it.
Right, okay. Has it always been folk? Has it always been that sort of style?
No, not at all.
What
It's
else have you
been all
done?
over the place, really. I think we're because we are both 51, 52 this year. I won't get too drawn into that. I mean, it's probably too much, to be honest, already.
I'm terrible at numbers as well, don't worry. I forget what
we went
were
through,
on.
kind of 1979 is like the period where I think musical kind of, the whole musical genre kind of came into existence for us. So we kind of lived through that 80s, early 80s. And the music was just all over the place. I was thinking about this the other day. You did have heavy rock and rockabilly. Shakin' Stevens you used to like, didn't you? And but then you had two-tone. You had two-tone, and you had post-punk, new wave, and pop music, good pop music as well. So I think that's why we're all over the place.
Okay.
So the first band was a Shakin' Stevens tribute band that we set, and then we were actually in the late 80s, early 90s. We were in a semi-successful rock funk band.
Semi-successful.
Well, yeah, we were good, but not everyone agreed. So
right.
But no, we did. We had we played well, didn't we? Played some, played the Glastonbury Festival Avalon stage in 1993. So it was.
I would have been.
It was
there.
all right. Yeah. So
nice.
so that we did.
I wouldn't have remembered, but yeah. I don't
No, nor did we. So, but we travelled around quite a bit, and and eventually ended up with. We did DJ. We were once in a band called Super Funky Sample Thieves as well, which was like a dance music sample thing. So
say that again. That's amazing. Say that.
Super Funky Sample Thieves.
Sample that. That's amazing.
It was brilliant because it never had any chance of being commercially successful because it was all based on sampling. And we never got any permission for the
samples.
samples.
Come on, man. Half the DJs, successful DJs in the world are all samples now.
Yeah,
so
but we're, 2 blokes from Somerset, so we don't have a lot of clout, really. But, anyway.
Just use all the samples and don't talk.
Yeah. Well, we used all the samples and didn't record anything, so it was good. It was all right, yeah. So we have been around musically,
Definitely, definitely. You're not as scrupulous about music as you are about grammar, then?
Well, most of the songs...
I'm really interested. That's a tune that really... I mean, obviously, you've got a lot more to play. You're going to go on to a little bit more sort of heavy electric stuff like now. But, one of the tunes that, spoke to me was a little bit... Was you really that, pedantic about grammar?
Yes.
Right? Yeah. Can you be more specific? Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of the songs are written by John, and we I think it's fair to say we share a vision, and but he is the more obsessive and more, drilled down version of most people at our age,
Well, come on, here's a question for you. In the way that music evolves and changes, and someone brings in something new and it turns into a different genre, surely that's the same with language. Come on, can you let up a little bit on the hardcore grammar?
Yes, but Pacific is a different word.
Yeah. All right, I'll give you that. I just wanted to know how militant you were being.
No,
about the whole thing.
I get that. I get that language evolves through time. I'm comfortable with that. But
okay, cool.
Just use the right words.
Just use the right words. Brilliant. Tell me about the second half of the set. What you're coming up with. So it's been a bit more acoustic this time. Are you telling me it's going to go into a little bit more electronic?
Yeah, we've kind of always dreamt. So we started as a duo, an acoustic duo, and we've always kind of dreamt of a time where we could get an awesome band around us to mask our inability
Sure.
And now we've done that, and it's taken ages.
Right.
But I mean, it's a fantastic band despite us being in it, isn't it? Yeah. So
Do you think they'll go on to do solo work?
probably. So we wanted to video it.
Listen, guys, have you got any gigs coming up? Have you got any recordings that any people need to know about or anything like that?
We've got 2 albums. I've got copies here if anyone's dying to have one at home with the Bad Cowboys and Go Cowboys. Available on Spotify and all that kind of stuff.
Okay.
And then we've got playing the Cider and Cheese Festival in Yeovil
It's a
on
classic.
Saturday. I know. What could be better? Cider and cheese.
In the same festival.
I know.
Yeah.
And then we're playing a gig in Chard in Perry Street. And then we're finishing off the tour, Tourgust we've called it, with a massive gig at Bath Cats and Dogs Fun Day. So.
Wow. I've heard of it. I mean, I don't have a cat and a dog, so I probably won't be
I've
there.
got a cat, and you've got a dog, haven't you?
Yeah, you don't have to have both. Have one or the other. Yeah.
That's brilliant. I love it. That's so good. Mate, you guys are fantastic on stage. I really, really love your voice. You're very, very good. You work very well with each other harmonically. Believe it. And you look at me going, what the fuck? No, you do. No, you've got an incredible voice and really, really lovely lyrics. It's been an absolute pleasure here having you on the Grow Room.
Yeah, thanks so much for having us.
We will definitely enjoy your second set. Thank you very much. Yeah, give the shake hand thing. Yeah, do it again. Nice one. Here we are for their second set. Take it away for the Bad Cowboys.
Right, now, we're going to start the second half now, which just gets a little more electric. But before we do, we've got a big announcement to make, and I've just been given permission to launch this. So you may have heard that in December, the Boca Bar, Thursday the 5th, Beans on Toast is playing, which is going to be awesome, you know. Anyway, Georgie, who is promoting the event, has kindly asked us to support him. So we will be supporting Beans on Toast on Thursday the 5th of December, which we cannot wait. I watched him at the festival in the Avalon stage. It was rammed, boiling hot, and it was absolutely brilliant. So that will be, apart from this, the gig of the year to go to. So make sure you're there. Thanks, Georgie.
Yeah.
Wake up to hear the sound of my alarm, but it's just a dream confounded me, 'cause everything's weird today. Everything's weird today. I leave the house, but did I shut the door? Go back, make sure I shut the door some more, 'cause everything's weird today. Everything's weird today. Days like these, I wish I'd stayed in bed. Reconcile the contents of my head. Shipwrecked and apostle lost at sea. Everything seems weird, or is it me? Drive my car, the radio comes on, my head's already playing the same song. Everything's weird today. Everything's weird today. The roads are closed, whichever way I go. A timely destination, hopes are low. Everything's weird today. Everything's weird today. Days like these, I wish I'd stayed in bed. Reconcile the contents of my head. shipwrecked and a parcel lost at sea. Everything seems weird, or is it me? How could that be? Normal life has found an absentee. I'm off to bed, 11:35. I'd like to say it's been a lovely day, but everything's weird today. Everything's weird today. Yes, everything's weird today. Everything's weird today. Everything's weird today. Everything's weird today. Days like these I wish I'd stayed in bed. Reconcile the contents of my head. Shipwrecked and a parcel lost at sea. Everything seems weird, or is it me? Cheers! You notice I brought that guitar with me tonight. I play 3 lines in that song. Quite often John will write a set list with that song in it, just so I have to bring the guitar for those 3 lines, and then there's no other guitar parts.
One of our big ethos in the Bad Cowboys is carry as little equipment as you possibly can.
Yeah.
And so that's always funny.
He does it out of spite. You sit across the table and you ask me how the hell am I still smiling when you look so glum. You assume the reason is by virtue of prescription medication. And could you have some? But it's not, and you're wrong. So before you dive headlong, let me share this simple explanation. Pretend to its full extent. Pretend, quietly confident. There's no need for melodrama or pain-inducing trauma. The outlook is much calmer, I'm content. Face is glowing incandescent with the look of someone who is struggling to quite understand how an incident can garner minimal reaction. Am I living in my own dreamland? But I'm not, and you're wrong. So before you dive headlong, let me share this simple explanation. Content to its full extent. Content, quietly confident. There's no need for melodrama or pain-inducing trauma. The outlook is much calmer, I'm content. Maybe someone spiked my soda. Not sure what's come over me. If you said I had to write a song, choose a minor key. To its full extent, quietly confident. There's no need for melodrama or painting juicy drama. The outlook is much calmer. I'm content. Thank you. All right. When asked about my boss, you could stay a stand-up guy. Dependable, straightforward, and doesn't wear a tie. Background in accountancy, he hides it very well. Owns a lot that proudly states his love for Excel. Clarity and focus was walking up to me. I thought it work related, but he's holding a CD. My boss is in a band. He doesn't understand the underlying pressure. It's getting tougher to withstand. There's no way to avoid. I'd like to stay employed. I wanna be supported, but I'm feeling paranoid. The boss is in a band. Hey! Recounting all his early days, the stories never cease. Recording in a studio once used by the police. Before they became famous, when nobody knew. Even shared a corridor with Larry from U2. Generally forgiving, another time we might. He's invited everyone to a gig next Friday night. My boss is in a band. He doesn't understand the underlying pressure. It's getting tougher to withstand. There's no way to avoid. I'd like to stay employed. I wanna be supported, but I'm feeling paranoid. My boss is in a band. Gibson Les Paul purchased from Jimmy Page's neighbour's mum. A Lynyrd Skynyrd live LP was very keen to lend to me. Oscar Peterson he met, queuing for a cheese baguette. Do I want a spare ticket to see the bloke from Deacon Blue? My boss is in a band who doesn't understand the underlying pressure is getting tougher to withstand. There's no way to avoid. I'd like to stay employed. I wanna be supported, but I'm feeling paranoid. My boss is in a band. Thanks. Just realised I forgot to give the answer to the competition as well. Seems like a bit irrelevant now, but just out of interest, did anyone have a guess about what that Evil song was about? You can't play. Go on. Oh, damn it! No, it was about terrorism. It is about a wasp. You can have a free CD. Sociable and friendly, but how you describe me, I have a drink, you'll take sobriety. You're not a fan of Star Wars, you'd rather watch The Voice. It's really not that difficult a choice. People raised with regularity, a relationship with such disparity. They feel we got reverse polarity. Like magnets, we're never coming apart. Like magnets, it's more science than art. Some complicated puzzle has found this missing part. Line of intersection through my heart. You prefer clean shaven, I've often got a beard. Your friends are nice and mine often seem weird. I like to go to parties, we'd rather stay at home. It's my expertise, your Y chromosome. People raised with regularity, a relationship with such disparity. Maybe we've got reverse polarity. Like magnets, we're never coming apart. Like magnets, it's more science than art. It's some complicated puzzle has found this missing part. A line of intersection through my heart. To get up early, I prefer to stay in bed. You play opera, I play Motorhead. Our differences are numerous and plain for all to see, but I don't care, it doesn't bother me. I'm sure there is a law in physics, so it must be true. When something happens, there's another thing that happens too. Feel laws of affinity too complex to define. Your electrically charged particles spinning around mine like magnets, we're never coming apart. Like magnets, it's more science than art. Some complicated puzzle has found this missing part, a line of intersection through my heart. Oh, cheers. Oh, thanks very much. Well, get on the bus. Get on the bus. Get on the bus. We'll get on the bus. Strive for independence. You're not old enough to drive. Small town doesn't have the same appeal. Cycled out to Ascot, but that's just not the same. You need to procure an automobile. Parents up in it will offer you a lift. Credibility will take your blow. Wages can afford the XTC record, but there's another way that you should know. Come on, sing it! You take the 376, 376, 376. Oh, when you're living in the sticks, it's no car-based politics. Woo! Never-ending journey feels just like a dream. Your Casio says 2 hours have passed. Stopped at every village, every far-flung outpost. You're not a yacht, so this is not the last. Pain is nullified, you're unaffected by the moderate nature of your pace. 2 months to perfect your D90 cassette. Sony Walkman sounded pretty ace. You take the 376, a 376, 376. Oh, when you're living in the sticks, well, that's where I get my kicks. Go!
Golden Street in Smithfield Road, pass through Glastonbury, get to Wales bus station, that's via Cokesley. Traffic lights near Greenall, shooting Mendip next. A39 through A37, that road intersects. Cloud to Clapton, all the way to Pensford Hill. Cross A4174, past the home of Phil. Roundabout near Temple Meads, by the railway station. Like when we're in Bristol, that's our final destination.
Now that would be one hell of a journey, but he's missed out. Farrington Gurney. Oh! Down on wimpy, large milkshake and fries, and you've made purchases unplanned, and you sound that beguiled you last night on the tube, on red vine or by an unknown band. Make your way en masse through the underpass to Boney Maroney's where it's at. You might be awestruck, be sure to buckle up, prepare yourself for the long journey back. You take the 376, 376, 376. Oh, when you're living in the sticks, well, my independence picks the 376, 376, 376. You might even meet some chicks or occasional lunatics. It's better than Netflix, and it's where I get my kicks. Oh, thanks very much. Excellent. Get on the bus. That's the new hashtag, isn't it? Hashtag get on the bus. Well, thank you very much for having us tonight. It's been excellent playing this. I've genuinely watched a number of these, and it's such a cool thing to do. So delighted to be invited to play. We've been the Bad Cowboys, the full Bad Cowboy band here. So please give it up for Martine on fiddle, Nick on bass, and Dermot on drums. John and Steve, thanks for sticking around. Everything we've played tonight is our own stuff, and you can get it in the usual places. Bad Cowboys Facebook, all the links and all that stuff. And we're going to play a final song now, which is not our own song, but we think it might be a cool one to do. So let's do it. Well, it was 3 in the morning when she took me apart. She wrecked the furniture, wrecked my heart. It danced on my head like Arthur Murray. The scars ain't never gonna mend in a hurry. Just when I thought I could learn to forget her, right through the door came a tear-stained letter. Whoa, la, la. Cry, cry, but makes you feel better. Set it all down in a tear-stained letter. Whoa. Set it all down in a tear-stained letter. Go! Well, my head was beating like a song by the Clash. Writing checks, my body couldn't cash. Catching my feet, I was reeling and dizzy. I went for the phone, but the line was busy. Just when I thought that things would get better, right through the door come a tear-stained letter. Whoa, love, love. Cry, cry, it makes you feel better. Set it all down in a tear-stained letter. Whoa, love, love. Cry, cry, it makes you feel better. Set it all down in a tear-stained letter. Go! Well, I like coffee, I like tea. I just don't like a fiddle-de-dee. It makes me nervous, it gives me the high. Waiting for a kiss from a bunch of vine. Just when I thought I could learn to forget her, right through the door come a tear-stained letter. Whoa, love, love. Cry, cry, that makes you feel better. Set it all down in a tear-stained letter. Whoa. stained leather. Cry, it makes you feel better. Set it all down in a tea stain, let it go. Thanks for having us, everyone. Cheers.
Yes, give it up again for the Bad Cowboys. Give it up. Well done for these amazing two frontmen for surrounding themselves with some such incredible musicians. Give it up for the back band, everyone, the bassist, drummer, the fiddlers. They're amazing. Thank you very much for joining us on the Grow Room. You've been fantastic. Join us again in 2 weeks for Jacobson Butler. Yes, that's the one. I said it right. I did it right. Well done. I'm so proud of myself. Do join us again for the next Grow Room. But if you want to come down here in person, it's so much better. The vibe here is much better than watching it on the television. Obviously, if you're in Hawaii or Arizona, you can't quite pop over. But we do some amazing beer. We do some amazing food. We've got some great vibes. It's a fantastic pub in the little town of Glastonbury. Come on down and enjoy the vibes. See you next time.